Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And we are from the group 2, and today we will be presenting about Pavement Condition Index PCI assessment for the road section in front of G3 UTSN. Okay, this is our project team and the acknowledgement. So as you guys can see from the slide, these are our team members, and our supervisor is IR Mustafa Kamal Hisham Sudi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Rashidi. My number of mathematics is CIF250076. So today I will explain about introduction and problem statement, the stress synergy model. For the first is we have a campus traffic profile, which is a heavy institution buses operation at a low speed, maximize axial load duration. So for the second point is a tropical climate, which is the explanation is instead solar radiation causing oxidative hardening and brittle bitumen. And for the third is moisture trapping, adjacent drainage issue causing subgrade, poor water pressure. As we can see is reactive and hog patching is failing to stop progressive structure collapse. A quantitative data-driven framework is urgently needed to identify root causes and optimize institution expenditure. So we have 4 base. For the first is surface cost, binder cost, base and subgrade. Okay, for the next is I will explain about the diagnostic framework ASTM D6433. What is that? For ASTM D6433 standard, it is a PCI mathematically convert multi-variable discrete characteristic, which is we have a defect type, severity, septal density into a singular objective 0 to 100 numerical indicator. So we have 5 level, which is we have a poor to fail, fair, good, very good and excellent. 0 to 14 is poor to fail, and 14 to 45 is fair, good, 45 to 70, very good, 70 to 85, and excellent is 85 to 100. So in at the downstairs we have a PCI rating and status. We have get 86 to 100 is excellent, routine maintenance 71 to 85 is very good, preventive maintenance, crack sealing, and 56 to 70 is good, minor rehabilitation, locus patching. 41 to 55 is major rehabilitation, milling, structural and overlay, and 0 to 14 is poor to fail, deep patching to total reconstruction.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Amaran. My metric number is CF250145. Moving on the deflect pathology, here is the actual field evidence from our site inspection. We identify 4 primary type of pavement distress. First is ligator cracking, the interconnected crack caused by the structure figurative for heavy traffic loading. Second, longitudinal and transverse cracking caused by temperature fluctuation and asphalt aging. Third, pothole, bowl-shaped material lost due to water infiltration combined with dynamic traffic load. Fourth, weathering and revealing, the loss of binder and aggregate due to environmental exposure and oxidation. Identifying this pathology help us understanding the exact root cause of the pavement failure. Next, for our assessment methodology, we follow a structured 5-step protocol. Different parameter. We set 1 kilometer study area from block G3 to the Dewan Sultan Ismail. Systematic segregation. The 4.6 meter wide lane was divided into the 10 continuous sample unit, exactly 100 meter each. The third visual distress survey. We mapped the defect type, density, and severity level classified into low, medium, and high. DV calculation. The raw data was mapped to standard ASTM curve to extract the deduct value. PCI computation. Finally, we apply the correction logic to find the correct deduct value, outputting the final pavement condition index. The slide show our geographic scope and field operation. The corridor, the map on the left show our exact 1 kilometer inspection route within the campus network. The inspector toolkit on the right are the tool we use. Safety cone for traffic control and the measuring wheel for the distance tracking to ensure the high fidelity every surface anomaly which in the 4.6 meter times 100 meters sample area was precisely quantified.
Good morning, my name is Nadira Zata Shafira binti Zulkifli and my registration number is CF250182. I will continue the slide for the PCI calculation. For the pavement condition index (PCI), we will begin by identifying the distress density, and assigning a severity rating, which can be low, medium, or high. For the deduct value, we are using this input. We refer to the ASTM standard curve to determine the initial deduct value. And for the CDV, corrected deduct value, we will correct the curve are applied to the calculation to the correct deduct value. For this step is crucial because it prevents overlapping defect from mathematically dropping the score into negative range unfairly. For the last, we will calculate the final condition and determine it using the formula PCI is equal to 100 minus CDV maximum. I will continue to the field data analysis for critical zone. According to the inventory box, there are two types of pavement distress were recorded. The first one is maximum and medium alligator cracking with a density of 3.00%. This yield our highest deduct value HDV of 24. The second is for low pothole, is at density of 0.09%, giving a DV of 22. For low or long cracking is at a density of 1.49%, giving a DV of 5. When we move over to the execution model, adding this up giving us a total of deduct value is 51. After applying to the correction curve, the adjust CDV comes out to 34. Using our final score formula, 100 is minus 34, we receive a final PCI score of 66. While this is technically rated as a good, it is flagged as approaching vulnerable, meaning it is nearing a threshold where degradation would accelerate. Next, this brings us to the 1 kilometer road health dashboard, which gives us a bird's eye view of the entire stretch across the 5 sample units. The first sample is start going in the very good range with a score of 75. For the sample 2, there is critical zone as highlighted. This is our lowest point of the graph at 66. That is good, approaching to vulnerable. This is the specific section that require timely intervention. For sample 3 is bound break up to very good with a score of 84. For sample 4 and 5, both show optimal pavement health, scoring 94 and 96 respectively, placing them in an excellent category. In conclusion, while the majority of this 1 kilometer route is in a great shape, our primary maintenance focus moving forward should be directed at sample unit 2 to prevent further deterioration.
My name is Francis Osman, CF250231, and I will continue the presentation. For the root synthesis and mean condition, the mean PCI that we get is 83, which is very good. While the mean score suggests highly serviceable infrastructure, the 83 is an average of two distinct realities. The latter half of the root, sample 4 and 5, is nearly pristine, heavily masking the localized structural fatigue and the pothole propagation occurring at the critical zone, which is the sample 2. For the diagnostic breakdown, which is the vulnerable versus stable, the vulnerable zone, the samples 1 to 3, the average score is 75. Primary distress is potholes and alligator cracking. Engineering insight, high deduct values driven by structural fatigue and acute moisture infiltration. This localized microzone suffers from inadequate drainage synergy, allowing water to break down the aggressive matrix under the bus load. For the stable zone, sample 4 and 5, which is the average score is 95, primary distress weathering and minor loss and severity cracking. Engineering insight, the subgrade remains entirely intact. The effects are purely superficial, driven by solar radiation and binder edging rather than load-bearing failure.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Hamza. My matric number is AF2516. In this section, I'm gonna talk about maintenance and rehabilitation methods. So, based on the PCI analysis, the average PCI value for the road is 83, which is classified a very good condition. So there are several maintenance methods are recommended, such as crack sealing, drainage improvement, and surface treatment. These methods can prevent further pavement deterioration and improve road safety. In conclusion, the PCI study was done successfully. The average PCI value is 83 and the road is in very good condition. There were small damage found there in the road, such as crack, but it will not affect in the road. And we learned the maintenance is important because it can make the road safe and stable for long term. Thank you for listening.